Hello, and welcome to the February installment of Construction Junction, presented to you by MSU Infrastructure Planning and Facilities. In the coming months, there will be changes to how we share IPF-related information and construction updates. We are in the process of piloting a newsletter that will highlight IPF people, projects, accomplishments, and initiatives. Information that has historically been presented as part of Construction Junction will now be included in this newsletter. Stay tuned for further developments. The agenda for the February presentation will begin with updates on which projects are going to the next two Board of Trustees meetings. We will then have an overview of the campus snow plan, followed by an overview of the project to build a biosafety Level 3 research lab. Lastly, we will have updates on the renovations to both the Food Science Fruit and Vegetable Lab and Jenison Field House. Beginning with the February BOT meeting, the projects going to the board will include, for Step 2, authorization to proceed, replacement of water supply lines to McDonald Hall, and renovations to Cull's House. Moving on to the April BOT meeting, the project going to the board for Step 2 will be construction of a biosafety Level 3 research lab. We begin this month's presentation with an overview of the campus snow plan. We all know that Michigan winters can be unpredictable, and so when conditions warrant, we ask that you practice good snow safety by giving yourself extra time to travel to work, driving carefully, dressing warmly, wearing sensible shoes with good traction, being extra aware of where you are walking and the condition of your path, shortening the length of your stride, and remembering to check the forecast before heading outside. For your safety, please remember to not dart in front of or behind snow removal equipment. It is large, loud, and difficult to stop quickly. And make eye contact with snow removal equipment operators before crossing in front of them. The university uses a combination of brine and ice melt compound to combat icy conditions. Brine solution works by preventing adhesion of snow to hard surfaces, while ice melt is used on ice that has already formed. Often both are used in combination to speed the time it takes for the melting compound to take effect. If you see any icy spots on campus, please report them by calling Contact MSU at 355-1855. Please remember that it does take time for ice melt compound to take effect. We ask that the campus community partner with IPF crews to help ensure everyone's safety by applying ice melt compound to areas outside of building entrances if they see slick spots. This helps avoid incidents until our crews have had a chance to clear the area. There are marked buckets of ice melt compound available at all entrances for this purpose. However, we also ask that you please be sparing in your use of ice melt in order to minimize the environmental impacts. Please do not park so close to sidewalks that your vehicle's bumper hangs over it. This makes clearing the sidewalk with our motorized equipment impossible. We also ask that you avoid parking in sections of lots that have not yet been cleared, either parking in already cleared areas or waiting for our crews to finish clearing the lot before parking. We remind everyone that parking is prohibited in residence hall loops from 2 to 6 a.m. Our crews have a formidable task ahead of them after a snow event, and keeping these areas free from vehicles helps removal efforts go more smoothly and quickly. Again, to request service or to report dangerous spots on campus, call Contact MSU at 355-1855. We thank you for helping us keep MSU safe during this winter season. We begin new project presentations with a project to construct a biosafety Level 3 research lab. The university has identified the need for additional biological safety Level 3 research lab capacity, which will support research of harmful pathogens. The university has had limited engagement in this type of research, but recent faculty hires support an increase in the study of these type of pathogens. Presently, the university supports research within 2 modular containment trailers, but support of current growth of research in this area demands additional capacity. The scope of the project will involve construction of a biosafety Level 3 facility for select agent pathogen work for one researcher, and design of space for additional researchers to include suite entry and gowning area with a shower in and shower out area, a shared autoclave location, a shared animal holding room, and 3 research labs. Impacts to facility occupants will include temporary utility shutdowns and construction noise. The project is scheduled to begin this May, with completion by March of next year. Here is the facility floor plan showing the area affected by renovation, the current layout of the affected area, and the proposed changes to the floor plan. And here are some photos of current conditions in the areas being renovated. For questions regarding the Biosafety Lab Construction Project, contact Project Manager Brian Mullen. We now begin our updates with the Food Science Fruit and Vegetable Lab Renovation Project. Accomplishments in recent months have included installation of the third floor mechanical room air handler, replacement of sanitary piping and floor drains on the second floor, installation of the kitchen grease hood, exhaust fan, ductwork mains, and VAV boxes. Installation of steam kettle piping has commenced, along with new wall construction. Impacts to building occupants in the coming months will include scheduled shutdown of lab compressed air and heating hot water, along with general construction noise. Here are some shots of the new third floor mechanical room air handler and water softeners, the pilot plant electrical distribution panels, piping for steam kettles, grease hood, exhaust fan, new opening to loading dock, and new ductwork and VAV boxes. For questions regarding the Fruit and Vegetable Lab Renovation Project, contact Project Representative Brian Anderson. Lastly, we have a wrap-up of the Jenison Field House renovation project. Accomplishments during the month of January included the substantial completion of the project with turnover to building occupants. Graphic installations will continue through February 22nd. There should only be minor disruptions to building occupants while punch list items are addressed. Here are some photos of the new lobby, theater room, head coach room, rowing collaboration space, reference room, welcome desk, Classroom 305, and Classroom 340. For questions regarding the Jenison Field House project, contact Project Manager Matt Postma. This concludes the February Construction Junction presentation. We encourage you to visit the Infrastructure Planning and Facilities website at www.ipf.msu.edu. There you'll find information on construction and maintenance alerts, detour information, construction junction information, project, and contact information. There are also a number of other IPF resources available, including listservs that you can subscribe to keep up to date with various IPF projects and events. Stay connected with IPF via social media. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, watch our videos on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. Thanks for watching this month's Construction Junction. We remind you to keep tuned for new communication methods from Team IPF. We think you'll like what we have in store.